The other day I was at a friend's house, and it was so weird because he told me that a bukkake filming ruined his carpet.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, it's a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
What's your name?
It's Chris.
Your name's Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got the wrong co-host again today.
Yeah.
Gosh, dang it.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. That's Chris, my buddy. Generations of years and years.
Yeah.
And today we are reviewing two movies that are out there in the viewing world, two of them, so you don't have to watch them if you don't want to. And both of these movies are still at the theater right now, or one of them you can watch actually on stream networks
for a fuck ton of money. Yeah, for fucking, it's like $20.
For $20.
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus, I could have gone to McDonald's and got a single hamburger.
I know. Yeah.
But the first movie that we are reviewing today is Abigail. Abigail is a new horror movie featuring a person that's actually become very well known for horror movies now, I feel like, at this point, and that is Melissa Barrera.
Sam, who is this?
Hello, Samantha. Did you miss me?
I want you to think long and hard about whether you really want to do this, because the last two people that fucked with us ended up dead.
You should be thanking me, Sam. Jason and Greg were gonna kill you and your sister. I gutted them before they had the chance.
So what? You're protecting us now?
Not quite. I'm going to show the world who you really are. A liar and a killer. I'm going to punish you, Sam.
You shouldn't believe everything you read on the internet, asshole.
Don't be cute. You're gonna pay for what you did. And I'm not gonna stop until I butchered you. You and anyone who gets between us. You and Tara better watch your backs.
You better watch yours.
That's from Scream 6.
Wow. I know. She sounds like she's going to get, I don't know why somebody would fire her from a film franchise, but whatever. Also on this film, too, Alicia Weir.
Why did you get the scarf?
Oh, it was my father's. Mum gave it to him before she died. She was
an acrobat.
Well, yes, she was. She. How did you? And my father was an
escapologist.
Matilda, how do you know that?
So they were your parents.
What? Who?
The people in my story. I thought I was making it up, but it's real. It's you. It's your life. Miss Honey, who's your aunt?
Well, actually, Matilda, she's my step-aunt.
Miss Trunchbull.
From Matilda the Musical.
Matilda the Musical.
It's a good one.
Have you ever watched it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, dude, I watched it the other night. I never watched it before.
I mean, you like the original, obviously. I mean, I know you.
The original's best.
I know that you love it. Just looking at you, if I didn't know you and I saw you, I'd be like, that motherfucker is Matilda.
Hell yeah, Danny DeVito, Ruth Perlman. Oh man, that's like one of my favorites, man. Also in this movie is Catherine Newton, who we just reviewed in Lisa Frankenstein.
Yep.
I've never seen anybody there. I think it's really peaceful and quiet. I do wax rubbings of all the tombstones. I have a favorite. You have a favorite one? Yeah. A young man. I tend to his grave and leave him flowers, and I talk to him sometimes. I brought this for you. It was my mom's. It's kind of morbid when I wear it, so I wanted you to have it.
Oh.
Keep it safe, okay?
That's really weird, Lisa.
I don't think it's that weird.
I mean, I'm gonna leave gifts on your gravestone if you die.
I hope
before
you.
me.
I hope you. I hope you do.
But it's gonna be like the weirdest shit ever, man.
Use
I'm gonna
condoms,
tell you,
that
like,
sort of thing.
like ball gags and stuff like people are gonna have no idea. They're gonna be like, "What?
Why there anal beads on the old man Chris's gravestone?
Why is there a blow up goat?
Yeah.
I'm totally put a blow up goat on your gravesite if you die, man. I'm sorry, that's so wrong of me. I of course I'll do that. I'll do that at your wedding or at your funeral if you die before me. I'm coming with a big huge replica of Black Phillip with me under my arm, and people are gonna be like, "That's his friend Neil. We don't talk about him.
Don't look him in the eye.
Don't look him in the eye. He'll talk to you." Also in this movie, Abigail, is Giancarlo Esposito.
You stop.
Oh gosh, I said it wrong because I kept overthinking it. Giancarlo
Esposito.
Well, let me remind you. You slipped Compound V to terrorists all over the globe to get you and your cronies into national defense. But maybe at the cost of destroying the whole company.
I don't think I appreciate your tone, sir. Not much at all.
And I don't appreciate that the FDA now knows about Compound V, or that it's only a matter of time before the public finds out. While you're preening at the Golden Globes, we're busy running around like maniacs trying to clean up the mess you made.
That is from The Boys.
Yeah, because I was tired of doing, Gus from Breaking Bad all the time. It's like every time we do one, I always have a clip of him from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, let's go to The Boys. I know The Boys. And it is the final. There's a bunch of other good actors in there, Willem Catlett, and Stevens, and stuff like that.
Give me one more.
Yeah, I know. I gave you one more. I'm setting it up. God, don't you know what a setup is?
Fine, sorry.
Gosh, I'm sorry to the 17 people watching right now. It's all Chris's fault.
Sorry, I suck at everything. Yeah,
he'll edit everything later. I swear. But also in this movie, the last performance of an actor that died too young, Mr. Angus Cloud.
Yo, man, I don't know what's been going on with you, Rue, and Jules and shit. But you should know, I really do care about her.
Aren't you like a drug dealer?
Nah, man.
Are you in a relationship?
Nah, bro, that's like my family.
So it's platonic.
Look, man, all I'm saying is leave her and her friends alone.
Is it a threat?
Nah, I'm just telling you.
Or what?
We're not gonna be having this conversation.
That's from Euphoria.
Oh yeah, it was one of his greatest parts. I mean, like that's how we all got to know him, was in Euphoria. A great part. If you haven't watched Euphoria, basically it is like a crazy rave where they all do drugs and they all live in the gutter, and there's a couple rich people.
And also they go to high school. So
oh yeah, they go to high school. It kind of reminded me of my high school, of like all the stuff we did in my high school.
Well, we
blew up I remember one year we blew up a Thunderbird. We blew up the side of the house. We drove scooters through a barn until it fell over.
This sounds more like a hillbilly, or like
no. It was straight up, because it was like city mixed with hillbilly.
Okay.
It was like, my best way of describing where I grew up was like all the rednecks from the South came up and had sex with all the gangsters from the North, and boom, that's my area.
Okay, well, my high school's not like that at all, but I couldn't really relate to the show, but it's a good show. It's fucked up. The show's real fucked up.
It's a really good show. It's a really good show. But all right, and the second movie we're doing tonight is, of course, the new movie that's hitting the box office right now. Mm-hmm. Everybody and their mother's seen it like at least twice now, at this point, I think. But we're going to review it anyway, and that's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. If you could only say that. Can you say that 10 times fast? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
It's a really wordy title.
It is. I can't wait for the next one, which is the village of the kingdom of the planet of the apes.
I'm looking forward to it.
And then the one after that will be the house of the village of the kingdom of the planet of the apes.
Yeah, I'm looking
yes, but doing the voice of Noah, the main character in this movie, is none other than Owen T.
I had a good life until you showed up. I'm not even 20. I can't even drink yet and I have to take care of my mother. I have to take care of you. I made one rule, no drinking, and you couldn't last a fucking day.
I'm sad. I can't help it. I want to be a good mama. I want to be a good mama again.
That's from T. Leslie. We talked about that movie last year.
We interviewed that. We reviewed that movie 2 years ago.
Yeah, Mark Maron.
2 years. 2 years. It's been 2 years. We've been doing this for 5.
God damn.
We've been doing this for 5 years, bro. We're old.
Yeah, we're old.
Get there.
We're there.
Man, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe how fucking old we're getting.
We very rarely.
I have to hide my gray hairs by dyeing it green. I
have to wear a hat so no one knows how bald I am.
Oh my gosh, we're old. Also in this movie, playing the human part, Freya Allen.
Stop! All I ever think about are consequences. No matter how hard I train, no matter what I do, it will never be enough.
You are already enough, Cirilla. You are extraordinary.
I want to be like you, Harold. I want to be indifferent to the past, to the lies, to the things I've done. Please.
It's from The Witcher.
From The Witcher, one of the best series ever. I love me a good fantasy. The good fantasy done right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hate it when it's not done right. Like I'm not going to name any because you know me, I'm not a guy that likes to bury things in the mud unless it's the Christopher Nolan universe. But besides that, I like to keep things as bright eye as possible. So I'm not going to point out ones that are bad. I'm not going to point any fingers at any new shows or anything that did a bad last season 8 or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But Witcher, great show. She's a great part of it. Also, a guy who I'm a big fan of because he's a great voice comedian, a great actor as well. I've seen him in several shows. Mm-hmm. But I figure, why not have some fun? And I went and grabbed one of my favorite lines from him, Mr. Peter Macon.
Epsilon 2 is an outpost devoted exclusively to scientific inquiry.
Researchers from all over the galaxy petition to work there.
Really? Wow. Any good bars?
I will investigate.
No, Bortus, you don't have to investigate that.
I have already obtained the information.
Oh.
Shall I withhold it?
No, you can tell us.
There are no bars.
How about strip clubs?
Gordon.
Sorry.
There are no strip clubs.
Yeah, that's from the Orville.
Boris for Orville. He also does a lot of voices. He's Peter Griffin's boss on Family Guy at the brewery. I can't remember what he does on American Dad, but he does like a lot of stuff for Seth MacFarlane's world.
Yeah, that Orville does a lot of drama in it too, like stuff that's not.
Oh, Orville was so good. I'm sorry, it sucks that it's over. But it took like 6 years to make 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's forever.
I mean, forever. Last but not least, the man who's in actually both movies, and for some reason, the last couple of weeks, every week, we've had an actor that was in both movies that we did. And this week, the actor happens to be Mr. Kevin Durand.
Where is it? Where is it? Logan Stryker kept it real secret. But a prisoner escaped there once. Who? His name was Remy LeBeau. He was a street hustler from New Orleans. The guards at the prison called him Gambit because he kept taking all their money at poker. That's all I know.
What's Stryker up to, Fred? What's the end game?
He's taking their powers. trying to combine them somehow. That's all I know, Logan. That's all I know.
If I have to come back here, I'm gonna take your head off.
From X-Men Wolverine Origins, right? Origins.
The worst. All right, it's the worst. It's the worst X-Men movie considered by everybody. The worst one, but it's still Wolverine. And let's be honest, right now Wolverine is all I'm looking forward to Wolverine more every fucking day.
When I was watching that clip, I saw the it has that CGI of the blades coming out of his hand, and 2009 it looks so fucking bad. It looks so awful. Like
I can't wait. I can't see this. I just can't wait. Yeah. I cannot wait to see X-Men. Like the trailer. Right, the trailer was the last trailer right before Planet of the Apes, or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, or I'm sorry, the house in the Kingdom of the of the Planet, or the room in the house of the Kingdom of the
Planet of Apes. Yeah.
But anyway, and that was the last trailer before it went, and I'm like, I don't even want to see this fucking movie. I want to see that movie, even though we'll have a great conversation about Planet of the Apes here in a little bit. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
Find us on movies. Oh God, you can find us online. Movies.suck.net. We're at w2m.com. That's w2m.net.com. You'll find us on a bunch of other cool podcasts. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Movies.suck podcast. 1X MTS podcast. And imagine some of you are watching us on that right now. We're also on YouTube. Yeah. We're also
there's 11 people watching us right now. Hey 11.
Instagram and these podcasts on Patreon. Patreon.com/Movies.suck. You'll find us there because a few bucks and you can finally get the Wendy's meal he wants. You can go to.
No, I get Happy Meals. I want the toy inside.
Oh yeah, bonfire.com/Movies.suck and something. You'll find our shirts there along with a bunch of other really cool things Neil's made, and also YouTube, Facebook, subscribe, all that shit. And you can find us anywhere you find podcasts. You can find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Neil, who are we talking about today? Again.
So we always cover small businesses and small businesses we want to do out there. We want to make it all happy. We want to promote you right here for our thousands of listeners out there in the world today. So the one I'm going to do is the actual place as soon as I'm off the camera, I am running directly to, and that is going to be Fassler Hall. Fassler Hall is one of the major bars. They have several. They actually have a couple. They have one in Oklahoma City as well. You can find out all locations at fasslerhall.com. But oh man, I accidentally closed. I closed the dang. I hate when I do that. I closed the
thing you had right up for. I know it's all right. The Fassler Hall, they serve alcohol there.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm getting there. All right. So Fassler Hall is German based. So it's got like the dogs weeks. I go there all the time. Tonight, what I'm going to is Kern and Burn, a Rumble at the Hall. It started at 6:00, but the guy that I'm friends with, Lunchador, is going to be wrestling. Lunchador always watches over us. There he is. It's going to be I'm going to go there to watch him tonight. It's a art thing going on. But Fassler Hall, if you ever come to Tulsa or Oklahoma City area, it is literally one of the coolest spots to go to. They have all kinds of great beers, great food. I mean, the atmosphere is just, look at that place. It's just cool. It just looks cool to hang out at. That's downtown. Like you literally can't get more downtown than that. In Tulsa. On top of that, they have this is actually in the back where you can take pictures up with it now. Nice. The area that has all those cars on the side is the whole, they took over that whole lot. That's this bar area right here. Cool. But they have sausages. This is the chicken schnitzels. They have their food is just amazeballs. Their sausage is homemade there. They have homemade beers, local beers, like just a bunch. They have happy hour every week. And they also have, like a happy hour. And when at a happy hour, they have a musician on stage sitting there just taking requests of any song you want to hear. So go down to Fassler Hall. It's one of my favorite places to go. It is a great place right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's also in Oklahoma City. You can look at Fassler Hall Tulsa on Instagram, or go to fasslerhall.com for more information, or you can go to Facebook at Fassler Hall or facebook.com / Fassler Hall.
All right. Movies. Let's talk movies. Let's talk Abigail. Abigail. Directed by Martin Bettinelli and Tyler Gillette. You guys know they directed, Scream 6, Scream, Ready or Not. They did those movies, and this stars Melissa Barrera as Joey.
Sam, who is this?
This also stars Alicia Ware as Abigail.
Why did you get the scarf?
Catherine Newton as Sammy.
I've never seen anybody there.
Giancarlo Esposito as Lambert.
Well, let me remind you. You slipped Compound B to terrorists all over the globe.
And English Cloud as Dean.
Yo, man. I don't know what's been going on with you, Rue, and Jules and shit.
Also, this stars Kevin Durant's in this as Peter. Dan Stevens plays Frank. William Catlett plays Rickles. And, and finally, we got... Fuck it. Where'd he go? Anyway, this is Abigail.
Fuck it. Where'd he go?
I missed him.
He just went away. Hey, guys, whoever's watching, too, you can put comments in, and we'll be more than happy to reply to you guys, so you can join the conversation
It's written by Stephen Shields and Big Guy Buswick. Neil, why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Abigail?
Abigail.
Mm-hmm.
After a group of would-be criminals kidnapped the 12-year-old ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure, all they have to do to collect a $50 million ransom is watch the girl overnight. In an isolated mansion, the captures start to dwindle one by one, and they discover, to the mounting horror, they're locked inside with no normal little girl.
Yeah, so I think me and Neil have seen the preview for this probably 30,000 times every time we go to the theater.
142 times. Yeah. 142 times.
Yeah. And it's a movie that I knew that was right up our alley, but when it came out, there was something else happening that week. We can get to it. But now we finally got an Abigail. I've seen it. I saw it in theaters.
It's on VOD. It's on Streaming Network, and every week, as a rule, if you guys don't know, we try to do one on streaming. So it's one that you guys can watch at home, and we try to do one at the theater.
Yeah, that's kind of a newer thing since pandemic, but yeah, it's been working.
It's been working well just because it makes it easier for us and stuff like that. And also on time, to be honest, I don't know about Chris, but I'm not seeing as many people at the movie theater anymore. So the streaming thing is kind of working.
I'm there twice a week, dude. But
I know, but are you seeing many people there?
You mean as many people, just people in general? I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, literally, every time I go, like, unless it's like the only time the movie theater has felt like a movie theater and something cool is happening was during Barbenheimer was the last time here.
All right. Well, I mean, I went and saw Kingdom of the Apes on a Saturday, on Sunday, and it was full as fuck, dude. I can barely find a place to sit.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Like here, I had about 15 people. We'll talk about that later.
Anyway, but Abigail. So Neil, I want to let you go first on this one because, yeah, you've just saw more recently than I did. But go ahead. What do you have? What do you have to say about this?
I absolutely adored this movie. It was great. It was like Clue meets Vampire in a House.
It was really fun. It was a really fun movie.
And I don't think I'm really spoiling that she's a vampire. I think everybody
it's in the fucking preview.
Everywhere. It's in the preview.
It's in the trailer, yeah.
Yeah. And it's so cool because the little girl, she played the character. I just popped up this fact. If you're not watching, you can, and you're just listening. Calling the kidnapped girl Abby, the alpha predator Abigail, helped Alicia Ware approach the character as two entirely separate people. Where she plays Abigail, she altered her voice even to sound more like a confident adult.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, when it kicks on, it kicks on. It's kind of like, it reminds me of the creepy dead kid in Pet Sematary.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
You know, where the kid, like, all of a sudden goes from, like, he looks like the most cheerful, and then all of a sudden he's just like,
tapes like knives.
Like, and he doesn't even say anything.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie.
So cheers to Alicia Weir for being so young and knocking it out of the park. Maybe it had something to do with the direction. Maybe it had something to do with the visual and stuff like that.
When it comes to it's sort of being like Ready or Not, the same directors directed this one too. So you had that same sort of playful feeling through it. I thought all the actors were great. I do want to mention that Kevin Durant in this movie, he looks not Kevin Durant. Yeah, Kevin Durant. He looks kind of like a buff. A buff Elon Musk in this.
Buff Elon Musk. Yeah. Which, he looks like he's gonna tell you to buy his Tesla cars or he'll kick your ass.
Yeah. Other than that, I didn't really have a problem with his character. I like this movie. It's fun. It has everything you want from it. It has gore. It has fun quips. It has cat and mouse. It's a
dude.
What? It's a fucking.
Read the fact. Read the fact right now.
Okay. Matt Bertinelli, Open, and Tyler Gillett felt they needed to apologize to the cast of the volume of bloodies and said, quote, all our movies are bloody, but I would say this one is definitely the most bloody. We spent a lot of time apologizing to actors in the movie. I mean, blood is in the DNA of vampire movie. Man, blood will work in this one. It's pretty extreme, but it's still fun. Yeah, it's always fun.
Oh my God. So just to not, because this, I don't know if I should even ruin. Whatever. This is kind of. It's fine. It is what it is. These vampires are the exploding kind, like Dawn of the Dead or Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, these are the exploding kind of vampires, and they do not make them. This is not the Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt interview with a vampire or sex. This ain't Robert Pattinson made out of diamond vampire. This is the gory, freaky, I'm gonna kill your family and everything kind of vampire, and it is gory as hell. This movie,
It's bloody as hell. And the characters in it, it's a pretty small cast. I think there's 6 people, the whole thing, and or 7 people, the whole thing, and that's what you need. You have these characters, and you get to know each one of them intimately. You very early in the movie, they both set up their motivation, and I thought Melissa Barrera was great too. Played Joey. I thought she was fantastic. I loved her. I loved her in this.
I can watch a whole series. I wish there was a series of movies that would keep her as a main character, and it for a bunch of sequels in a row. That would make a lot of money from her being the best, but I don't know any movie franchise that would do that. I'm not going to get into the whole what happened with her and them, but I'm just saying she's got star power right now, and Neve Campbell, Neve Campbell's going to have to hit it out of the damn park to even get near to how good she's been in the horror movies lately.
Angus Cloud, rest in peace. He did a respectable role in this one. He sort of plays the same character he did in Euphoria.
Well, I mean, and nothing, and I'm not poking at the bear, and I'm not poking at the dead or anything like that, but he was a drug addict, and he did die from I think it was from
multiple drug
he died from he dropped from an overdose. Not accidental overdose. I don't know exactly what the overdose was of everything, and I'm not even going to act like I know.
Yeah,
but
rest in peace, Angus. But I mean, did a good role in this, and even Giancarlo, he has this voice that no matter what he's in, he just sounds like a badass. So it's good to see him in this too. And there's something of him I want to give away, but it's a fun movie. Abigail is
right.
When you see it, it's exactly what you want it to be. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah, it's a horror movie. Yeah. It's a horror movie, a mystery. It's like People Under the Stairs.
Yeah. I forgot about that movie. But that movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Goddamn. But,
dude, it's like there's so many different levels to this movie, and it just knocked it out of the park on all levels.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see a next one or a sequel. We might. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's so many different ways you can do stuff, or a prequel. I don't know how you can do a prequel because the girl's going to get older.
Yeah, well, but it's a fun movie. When you see the preview, it's as good as you hope it will be. You expect a very fun movie, and that's what you get. You get Abigail, bloody as shit, violent as shit, pretty funny at points, and just exciting. It's got that.
It's R-rated too, so this is an R-rated horror movie with gore, with cuss words, with all the things above that just make it
both you and I
it knocked it out of the park for me. I like this is one of like when I go to a horror movie, this is what I expect every horror movie to be. And I don't mean the exact storyline and all that stuff. No, I don't mean that. But I mean, like, when I go to a horror movie, I want to feel the way I felt when I watched this movie.
You don't want it to feel like they're holding back. And they didn't hold back in this one. And
they did not hold back. It was great. The acting, everybody did so well together. For the longest time, they even gave you people to hate in this movie, like the character Frank, played by Dan Stevens. As soon as you saw him walk in the door, you're like, God, I hope that guy dies.
Yeah.
Like and that's what you want in a horror movie. Yeah. You want people that they're assholes.
And, I do want to mention that since it is in one house, it takes a lot of finesse to make sure that your movie works in this small place, you know. And so like, and to have like this limited area in the house, it makes it work. Like you don't need a giant set. You have this. And so it was done masterfully. It's what you want most horror film movies to be about this. And when you saw the preview and you're excited for it, you're right to be, because it's a fun as fuck movie. My score in this, probably a 3.94, maybe. I like this movie a lot.
I'll go 3.9 with you on this one. This is a really fun one. Yeah. I'll go 3.9. I don't think I'm going to give a gory horror movie, more than at a 4 level, especially all the movies we've seen this year that are already in the 4s. Yeah. And
I know.
So like I'm gonna give this a good 3.9. The acting, you know what? Oh, fuck it. I'll give this one a 4.
Okay.
The acting was good, Melissa was good, Alicia Weir fucking knocked it out of the park, almost like 2 different characters. You could have told me that was 2 different people playing this part, and I would have totally believed you. I would have totally believed you.
It's got a great style. I mean, like, those directors know how to make a styling movie, and this is one of them. But Neil, guess what? I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. What is the audience score for Abigail?
Audience score easily has to be 78%.
It's 85%.
Damn, they went higher than I thought. Man, who would have known?
Audience says Abigail is a little silly, a little scary, and a lot of fun. Just be prepared for a story that takes its time getting going. It might go on a little too long. All right, Neil, what is the critic score for Abigail?
I didn't think the movie was too long. Was it too long?
I don't think so. They're saying that, though.
I thought it was a good, decent. I thought it was just good. It just knocked it right out of the park.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? It's an hour and 49 minutes. So I don't think it's too long. To me, it was perfect for at least a horror film. Some people have this problem when they're thinking it's too much going on. Like, for example, if you listen to like a fucking super heavy rock album or like heavy metal or something, they think it can be a little too much if it goes over 30, which I can understand. But I didn't get that with this one. To me, this one I thought was a great length. So, Neil, what is the audience score? What is the critic score for Abigail?
71.
Certified fresh at 83%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're in point. So the critic's consensus is carrying off well-worn vampire tropes with the balletic. Carrying off well-worn vampire tropes with the balletic flourish, Abigail danced around the familiarity of his premise with a game cast and a slick style. And we like that. I'm gonna read a good review and a bad review. This is from let's do Christy Lemire of NPR Los Angeles. She says, "Quite often very funny, but all runs out of steam. If you want to just go laugh and squirm, you can do that here." Yeah, we definitely laughed and squirmed. This is from Edwin Arundel of Asheville Movies. Says, "The committed cast deserves better. He can go fuck himself." We knew both me and Neil really liked Abigail, and we hope you guys go out and see it.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're not critics. We just want to make that 100% clear to every single one.
Movies.
Yeah. We just see movies. No one pays us, and there's no theater behind our backing.
No, we try. We say it straight, dude. We do it. No studios in our pockets or anything like that. So, yeah. Unless people want to give somebody, we'll take it. You know, we're the.
I'll take you, and I'll take you outside. That's where I'm taking you.
to get outside, bitch. But, Neil, you got news pulling up? You pulling up news? Or are you just trying to stall for news?
Yes, that's probably why I haven't been staring at you for like an hour.
Okay. But yeah, we hope you guys go see Abigail. It's on streaming for a lot of money at the theater for less money. But you feel like if you go to theater, if you're bringing people, it's gonna be just as much, if not more. But I kind of hope people just go to the theater for this,
if not more.
Oh,
yeah, this one's a good one to go to the theater. This is a good popcorn movie. This is a good one to go see with your good girl. But Chris, let's get to the news. This is the Movies Don't Suck in some the dude news. I read stuff to Chris because he's blind in both eyes because he got attacked by a mule as a child.
It was a donkey, actually. Just so you know.
Just so I know.
Yeah. So
not everybody knows, but I know.
I knew what you
All
guys...
right, let's do the sad one right off the bat. Let's get it out of the way. In the last week, since we talked last, the great legend, the man himself, Mr. Roger Corman, died at the age of 98 years old.
Yeah, he was
If you don't know Rod Corman, he literally made like at least 95 movies, Apollo 13, Sounds of the Lambs, Little Shop of Horrors, Death Race, Sarcophagus and Whale Wolf. Oh, that we just reviewed on the WTMnet.com.
2004's Fantastic
Water
Four.
Wars, Virtual Heroes. Yeah, Stealing Las Vegas. Like, he did just a ton of great movies over years and years, decades and decades and decades, including Silence of the Lambs. Come on. Who doesn't know Silence of the Lambs? If you don't know Silence of the Lambs, turn this off. Go watch Silence of the Lambs. Come back, and we'll have a conversation about it. But Roger died at the age of 98. I mean, that you did it, man. You made it through life about as long as you can.
Yeah. That's a long way to
that point. So, a sad feeling out to his family. But let's get in some new news. Peter Jackson returning to the Shire.
What's he directing now?
He's going back to Hobbiton. The new Lords of the Rings movie titled The Hunt for Gollum. Andy Serkis, who played Gollum, will be directing the film, and Peter Jackson is help writing and producing it.
Okay, well, Andy Serkis is 60 years old, so he can start doing that stuff now. But yeah, I mean, I hope it's good. I mean, the Hobbit movie, The Hobbit, wasn't very good. The three of them, but The Lord of the Rings, I mean, it's unbeatable.
I mean, there's even like commentary in those that like Peter Jackson's like, yeah, this is a scene I don't even know what.
Yeah.
I added it because they wanted 3 fucking movies.
Yeah.
Like Poppy the Playtime video game is becoming a live-action horror movie. Legendary Pictures secured a deal to bring the hit horror game Poppy Playtime to the big screen, beating out other competitors that are trying to buy it because everybody's trying to buy horror video games now due to the fact that Five Nights at Freddy's was a success.
That's right. I forgot about that. I'd like to forget about that.
So the Poppy Playtime will include all creepy characters from the game and follows other collaborations between Legendary and Angry Films will be coming in the future. The first Omen star cast as Galactus. He is Galactus, the main villain in Fantastic Four. That's right. The big bad man is heading down to the Ralph Inson cast in the role. Javier Bardem was previously the top choice for Galactus, but he passed Javier. And so therefore, now this dude is going to be playing Galactus. Cool. You just told me Galactus is in a fucking movie.
Raphael, and if you guys don't know, he was the dad in The Witch. So, yeah, one of my favorite.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh my God, he was.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. I was like, you definitely know he is then. That's your boy.
That's my boy.
Mandalorian and Grogu, the 2 movies that are going to be finishing out the Mandalorian series, just got a big name added to their cast. Sigourney Weaver has been rumored to be signed on to the movie.
Yeah. Where's she been, man? Bring her back. I want her in everything.
Well, I mean, she was in that movie we saw with the blue people. What is it? Smurfs?
Oh yeah, the
Smurfs in Water.
Yeah, Smurfs the Way of Water.
Avatar Way of Water. That's it. That's it.
She wasn't that.
But yeah, she's gonna. They don't say what the role is. The director of Plane. Remember Plane?
Yeah, of course.
With Jared Butler and the guy from Lucifer.
Yeah. We both like
Jason Statham.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Jason Statham has just teamed up with him, and they're going to be doing a movie called Mutiny.
Oh, not Tank.
So that's going to be another
tanker boat. So okay.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Of course.
Jeff Bridges, Dave Bautista, Jim Henson Company.
Oh, I'm in. Whatever it is, I'm in.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're in.
Yeah.
Do I even need to tell you that it's a movie about werewolves and Bryan Cranston and Sam Elliott are also starring in it?
That makes it even better, honestly. Like glad for telling me, because I mean it was in before that, but hearing that's the sort of premise with those Sam Elliott and Bryan Cranston, I want to see this movie badly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's going to be it's like the story. It's a part of the story. It's Grindel's name of it, and it's a story. It's a part of the Beowulf.
Okay. Oh
legend.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you had me on Jeff Bridges and Dave Bautista, but Bryan Cranston and Sam Elliott. Come on, you oversold me.
And
at this point,
and you
already have me in the door. You already have me in the seat. I've already spent $500.
Jim Henson Company part of doing like practical effects on this one. Yeah, see it. You know.
I know. I want to see it. I want to see it bad. Tom Hardy and Marshall
You're all right.
Marshalla Ali.
Okay. Marshalla Ali.
Thank you. Gosh dang it. Is to lead a heist movie thriller called 77 Blackout. And it's about the 1977 blackout, and that it was actually made because they were trying to rob a bank.
Oh yeah, of course they got to. So real quick question: is the new Blade actually filmed yet? The one with Marshall Ali?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'd have to look that up.
Okay.
And right now, I'm not having the best internet connection,
Okay.
so I'm not going to play that game right now.
All right, fine.
I'm going with the few news stories I have up, and I'm going to end it on that note.
Okay.
Like it's literally,
all right, gotcha.
I'm having the hardest problem right now just doing that. We already have a date later in 2025. So 28 years later is going to be done by 2025. We're going to get it within a year.
That's insane. I'm so excited for that movie.
I'm so excited about that. Let's talk about a bitch in New York City. Some bitch went up and punched Steve Buscemi in the face for no reason.
I heard about that. Yeah. I did hear about that.
They didn't catch the assailant. He's still at large. Police are investigating incident, but there's been people doing it all through freaking New York.
Other people get punched too, besides Steve. So they have a picture of the puncher. Hope they find him. So
I hope he gets punched in the face a lot. There's going to be a new documentary, Sir Christopher Lee documentary in the works. We'll explore his time as a spy, as a real life spy.
I hope. I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see him
during World War II.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. Guy Ritchie has a third movie in development right now, and it's all we know is it's called Wife and Dog.
All right, that was maybe that's working out, but Guy Ritchie, these past couple of years he's been putting out shit like consistently like 2 movies a year.
He's been doing good stuff again, because he's not banging Madonna anymore. Chris's favorite show, Downton Abbey, is releasing its third movie. Oh, we all know. Edgar Wright and Sydney Sweeney are working to remake Barbarella.
I'll watch that.
Jane Foster. Yeah, Jane Fonda, famous movie.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Garfield and Julia Roberts are doing a movie called After the Hunt, which will be coming out soon. They are going to be and again, oh my gosh!
I'm sorry, guys. Neil's
everything is going so slow. I have no idea. So it has to have something going on in this area. I'm sorry. But he'll be opposite of Luther from Lucha Guadagnino. Now Garfield. I'm trying to see what the movie's actually about. It doesn't say. We don't know much about the film.
Fair enough.
I hate when they do that stuff. I hate when they do that stuff.
Because I guess
Andrew Garfield and Julia Roberts is enough for me to look at it.
Okay.
You know, to be all right, cool. Woody Harrelson and Andy Serkis is doing a World War II movie thriller, and it just keeps sending me to ads today. And I'm going to rip this fucking computer off the damn wall and throw it against... anyway. The Man with the Miraculous Hands is being produced by Francis Vendome Group, or CODA, or they did CODA. And it's going to be Woody Harrelson, and Andy Serkis has signed on to it. The Man with the... It's a World War II psychology thriller from Rembrandt and the Messenger film maker Orion Moverman.
Okay, well, yeah. Cool.
So that sounds great.
Yeah.
Malkovich.
Oh.
Malkovich.
Yeah.
Malkovich. John Malkovich has now joined Fantastic Four.
What? Okay. I mean, I'm John Malkovich.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I want to see that.
Anyway. Let's see. Oh, in the new movie. You'll never guess this. Paul Walter Hauser got a new role this week.
What's his role?
He's going to be playing the protagonist in a movie based on the game show Press Your Luck.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's a good movie. I don't know.
I have no idea. I like Press Your Luck. I like saying whammy. Whammy!
Whammy! What you got?
Hey, Roadhouse made a lot of money, bro. And a lot of people watched it. And a lot of people liked it.
Well, you and
guess what?
We're one of those people.
So guess what, buddy?
We get another one?
Roadhouse 2. Jake Gyllenhaal has signed on, and we are good to go.
We'll watch that. We'll watch that for sure. It was fun to see you beat the shit out of people in the first one. I'd love to watch more beat the shit out of more people.
Now, a movie that I have a poster of right here, you can't really see it, I guess, is one of the characters from that movie is getting his own movie live action. Nicolas Cage just signed on for a live action Spider-Man noir movie.
Oh, that's gotta be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see that.
It's gonna be done by Amazon and Sony, so we don't know exactly what's gonna go on there. The Friday the 13th franchise has just got taken, the rights have just got taken back by the original people from that series. Screenwriter Victor Miller will team up with the Horror Inc., and they're going to do it across multiple platforms, more movies, more TV show, video games, everything. Friday the 13th is coming out because the people who originally did it now have the rights back.
That's exciting for everyone, actually. If you like Friday the 13th, we'll get more.
And Pierce Brosnan is going to be in a werewolf horror movie called Wolfland, and his son is going to be the director.
We're just getting werewolves things out of the wazoo now, aren't we? So, all right.
Yeah, hey, it goes in circles. Zombie is bad, if you notice. Always goes. Yeah. We'll see some mummies coming up soon. We haven't seen mummies in a while. Legally Blonde, the prequel, will be coming out on Prime. I don't know how you're going to do that because let's be honest, what makes Legally Blonde work is Reese Witherspoon and how adorable she is playing that role.
Well, for the like cast Anya Taylor-Joy or something, and they're like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, the cast and everything like that is the reason that movie works.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Chris, it has 100% been greenlighted. It is 100% going on now. We've already talked about it. We've already been like, yeah, that thing's happening. But now for sure it is happening. The one, the only, Happy Gilmore 2 is now 100% greenlit from the one and only Netflix Films.
Yeah.
So Adam Sandler has it. It's going. And Chris, that's the news. That's the movies that don't suck. In some news, I told Chris a bunch of stuff because he's illiterate because of all those years of living in Texas.
Texas will do to you, man. I'll lose everything. Let's talk Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, directed by Wes Ball, the director behind all the Maze Runner movies. Whatever. It's written by Josh Friedman. He's written things such as War of the Worlds, Avatar, The Way of Water, Terminator Dark Fate, and now he's back with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This stars Owen Teague as Noah.
I had a good life until you showed up.
Freya Allen plays May.
Stop! All I ever think about are consequences.
Kevin Durant plays Proxima Caesar. Or Proxima Caesar.
Where's Logan Stryker kept it real secret.
Also, Peter Macon plays Raka.
Epsilon 2 as an outpost devoted exclusively to scientific inquiry.
This also stars Eka Darville as Scylla, Travis Jeffrey as Anaya, Neil Sandilands as Koro, Ross Samuel as Lightning, Sarah Wiseman as Dar, and this also stars a little part. Matrix shows up at one point. Neil wants to read the storyline for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
The new Apes movie is set many years after the conclusion of 2017's War of the Planet of the Apes. Many apes societies have grown from when the Moses-like Caesar brought his people together to an oasis, while humans have been reduced to a pharaoh-like existence. Some ape groups have never heard of Caesar, while others have contorted his teaching to building empires. In this setting, one ape leader begins to enslave other groups to find human technology, while another ape who watched his clan be taken embarks on a journey to find freedom. A young human becomes key to the later quest, although she has plans of her own.
So when I heard this was going to happen, I was excited and also worried because I don't know Wes Ball that much. He was only for the Maze Runner movies, but I was going to keep an open mind, and I'm so glad I did. This movie's fucking awesome.
This movie is Apocalyptica with apes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. I like Apocalyptica. That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
Apocalypto is what you think, by the way. Apocalypto.
What is it?
Apocalypto.
Yeah. So the other thing about this movie, and for people that are going to be listening to the podcast, you're not going to be able to see what I'm about to show. But look at the pictures, man. Look at this. Like, you can't tell that's all CGI.
Yeah, that's
insane. Not real.
Yeah.
That's not, they didn't get real apes to do this shit. That is CGI, bro.
It was great too.
And it's like, there's only like one or two spots in this movie where I was like, okay, that's CGI.
Yeah.
But most of it, look at that.
Yeah, it's insane.
There's only one real thing in that whole picture. The rest of it's green screen.
No, it's a gorgeous movie. It looks great. And you know, do
you get what that is?
Is that Hyrule?
Yeah, that's a baseball stadium.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Okay, like the beautiful backgrounds in this movie is sometimes like when they're going through places, you got to understand that they're literally walking through. Like this is right here. That's a major city. Those are buildings that have plants on them. That's a major city. Like, so it's just like, so you don't know exactly, you know, they're on the coast somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you get. But this is like one of the most beautifully, fuck Avatar. This is fucking more beautiful than Avatar. The only reason Avatar was good was because how beautiful it was. It was a dumb fucking story. It took 7.5 hours too long. This is a good story. The human who's played by, you know, the girl from The Witcher, Freya Allen, knocked it out of the damn park. And she's the least human thing about the human part side of this movie. The apes were the most human part, the most thing that you could reflect on.
Yeah, this is like, I was so happy to see it. You know, I was so happy to see this come to life because I was worried, but my worries were unfounded because this movie knocks it out of the park. It's a long one. It's 2 hours 25 minutes, but it is fucking great. And I can't wait to see the other two because this is supposed to be our starting trilogy. And so when you see this happen, you're like, oh no, another IP. But this is fucking worth it, man. This is a fantastic movie. It's got action. It's got heart. It's got everything you want in at least a beginning of a trilogy. This is the New Hope. Yeah, you know what I mean? I really can't wait to see the other two movies. This was a fantastic movie. I'm glad people are going to see because I want to see those other two movies.
Yeah, I want to see what the fuck goes on because the storyline. They gave you mythology. They made it like. I love the fact that let's see if I oh, here we go. Boom. This is the fact right here. Wes Ball, who is the director of this movie, is worried about joining the franchise, believing a direct sequel would be unnecessary and unimaginative, since it would be unfairly sort of compared to that perfect trilogy that came in previous in the last 10 years. The first three movies was a perfect trilogy.
I love those first three movies. Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, that is a great trilogy. And for him to come out and say that he wanted this in the future, he's like, I don't want it to be anyone near. Should have been like what the people said at Star Wars. They should have been like, yeah, I don't want it anywhere near the Skywalkers. Let's do something different. But, they didn't, and they got all the backlash they did. But this movie just knocked it out of the park. This was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human story about finding yourself, finding who you are inside, and finding what matters most to you as a person, and all told through the fucking faces of apes.
Yeah, and it's a great movie. It's a great movie. I was worried, but like I said, the worries are unfounded. I can't wait to see the other two of these. And it's three. The story takes three after. The story is 300 years after the last one. That's their War of. But dude. They're so fucking good. It's a good movie.
The storyline, it's beautiful. The action in this movie just takes it everywhere you want to go. I can't even imagine, I don't even know what anybody else could have done better. How could you make this better? You can't make a better ape movie than this. And I've been watching Planet of the Apes since I was 0.
It's one of those movies I watch walk out of and I go, that was dope. Like Dune 2 is one of those what we talked about last week. That was one of those, and this one I said that was dope because this movie's fucking dope.
Yeah, the sacrifices people made so that they could better their clan. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I feel like some of the surprises around each corner, even though it's like an action movie and it's very, it's obvious that the apes are going to go against apes, and you can tell just from the previews. But I don't want to ruin it too much for people. But this is one of those movies that I'm like, this is what a movie theater is fucking made for.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. This is why you make.
Yeah. Like literally, this movie would not have such an impact if I was at home sitting there and watching it. By any means, I'm not saying don't watch it at home. If you have a nice big ass television and you can sit there and be off your phone and watch it for the 2 hours it is, because it's only 2 hours. What? No, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah. But no, listen, man. Like, if you get a chance, go see it.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Go see it in IMAX. Go see it in Dolby surround Dolby cinema, dude. Because this is.
I saw it in the big D. I saw the huge IMAX, the surround sound, everything. I was there, man. I was in the ape world. I was swinging from the trees. I was scratching my armpits. I was eating bananas, throwing peels at the fucking other people in the field. I was like,
So yeah, if you guys get a chance, go see this in theaters. You won't regret it. It's one of those movies that they both me and Neil, we are strong believers of going to see a movie in theaters, and this is one you should go see in theaters. It's made for that. So yeah, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, man. I can't recommend this movie enough. If you like the original, I'm talking about the original, the sequel from 10 years ago.
If you like all of them except for the Mark Wahlberg one, which we all know, we all agree, that one kind of sucked. But if you like all the rest of them, Like, this pays homage. Like, here's a fact right here. Like, while they're in the bunker, the apes came upon a doll that goes mama. In the same voice, the doll that Taylor found in the 1968 film, which increases the realization that humans were once the dominant species on the earth.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even know that the humans were the dominant species.
Yeah. It's a fun.
There's one point in here. I'm not going to say exactly what happens, but they pull up a book and they notice that monkeys are in cages with people looking at them.
Yeah.
And the apes are just kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So this is how they treated us? You know, like, it was like, man, there's so many cool realization moments like that it's just weird to see, like, how like what we do sometimes kind of maybe out of place. Maybe just because we're the most intelligent beings doesn't mean we're the most intelligent beings.
Like I said, I love Rocka. I love Peter American's character Rocka. Every day you sort of get to know, you fucking love it, dude. I want a big ape hug from all of them, because this movie is dope. It's a great start to a new trilogy, hopefully, and I can't wait to see what else Westfall does with it. Like the ending of this, I'm not gonna give away, but the ending of it makes you realize what the fuck's gonna happen. You know, like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I want to see, the continuance of the story. I am now intrigued. I have never been the hugest Planet of the Apes fan, but right now I'm fucking in. I'm all in on this one, dude. I'm all in on this story now. Chris, let's get to it. What do you rate this movie?
Well, you went first last time. You should do it first.
Did I? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confused sometimes. Oh, here it is. Boom. Director Westfall's pitch for the Who's Blocked with Apes.
Nice, nice.
I knew I had that in there as a fact. I got to get this a 4.3. This is probably going to be my top 5 of the year, bro.
Damn.
It's going to be so hard. If this is not my top 10 at the end, you know how hard movies are going to have to work right now?
Yeah.
There's so many movies. I already have like a top 5. I know Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be in that top 5, and I haven't even seen that fucking movie yet.
Yeah, so this is a 4.3 for me as well. Like you just did 4.3. I'm with you on that one. It's kind of ridiculous that we're on the same, but you and I are on the same wavelength today.
Well, I mean, at this point we are. When we first started this, the whole reason was because we were two opposite minds on fucking a lot of movies. Yeah. But then this fucker made me watch a bunch of arty fucking movies for over the last 6 years. And so now my brain has been tweaked. He's got me where he wants. I'm like that wife that he marries, but he just slowly puts me into slavery.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's
That's
like,
exactly right.
why's my laundry not done? Why's my dinner not on the table at 5?
Yeah, I get home. Where's my dinner, bitch? Neil, I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
It has to be at least an 84. I'm going to go 84%.
79%.
They can blow me.
Yeah, they can blow me too. What is it? Okay, what is the critic score for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? RottenTomatoes.com.
Gosh, 72.
Certified fresh at 81%.
Damn it! I always do this. I should go the opposite way, man.
Critics' consensus is carving out a new era for the Planet of the Apes with lovable characters and rich visuals. Kingdom doesn't take the crown as the best of franchise, but handily justifies its continued reign. Here's a bad review from Claudia Poog of the NPR Los Angeles. She says, dull and confusing. The best can be said about it is mildly interesting dystopian production design. You go fuck yourself, Claudia. And and this is from
Chris, don't tell people to go fuck themselves. Be like, I respect your opinion, but you're wrong.
And this
there
is
you go.
From Ruth Marmaris of Flix Chatter Film Blog. She says, it uses VFX and filmmaking design to enhance storytelling for a spectacular cinematic experience. Westfall opens up exciting possibilities for another Apes trilogy. This is a 4 out of 5. You know, I are a little bit higher than that. We fucking love this thing. We can't wait for the next movies, and I'm excited, dude. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do like 10 of these movies.
Yeah, let's do it. And I I know coming up this next week, we got a ton of movies coming out. We got If. We got, If is probably what we're seeing next week, right?
What is that?
If is next week.
I guess. Is that the way you want to do?
I mean, what do you want to do? We got I saw the TV go. This, you can figure it out. Because I thought you would be all about seeing If, but we don't.
The thing is with us and animated films in this world that we live in today, bro.
It doesn't really mix with us, does it?
It's hit and miss. It's hit and miss, and I'm just afraid that it might be a miss, and I don't want to be upset about seeing Ryan Reynolds. That's the problem. Yes, we'll go see If. We'll do If, but I love Ryan Reynolds, and I'm not hearing anything good about it. That's what my problem is.
Yeah.
I do the news segment, so I have to go through pages and pages and pages to get these news articles, and I've seen what people have been reporting on it, and
it scares you. Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy to piss all over Ryan Reynolds parade.
At least the week after that, we get Furiosa. And I gotta be honest, people were saying great things about it. I haven't seen previews for it, but people were saying amazing.
We'll figure it all out. Yeah. Hey, it's movies that don't suck and some that do for a reason.
Yeah. All right. You can find us on moviesonsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesonsuck. We're at w2mnet.com. That's W2M as in movies net. You'll find us there along with a bunch of other really cool podcasts. We're also on X. Some of you watch this now. X. That's at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We have Patreon. Patreon.com/moviesonsuck. Find us there. If you guys want to support the show, you can go there and do that. Go to bonfire.com/moviesonsuck and something new. You'll find shirts and stuff with our name on it and some stuff Neil's made. We're also anywhere you find podcasts, you're on Movies on Second Send You. Subscribe, like, all that shit. We love it. We love you. You're the best. You're the best. Neil,
all of you. Like, there's been so many people watching us today, dude. Not a lot of people in the chat, but that's cool because I got to go pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But man, next time you guys are all in, join in the chat, make comments. We'll add you right here. If you want to even be a visitor on the podcast, you got a camera, I'll turn it on and we'll fucking talk with you.
Sure.
We will bring you in just to freaking do something just because we love talking movies and we're nerds.
Mm-hmm. All right, Neil, what are your small businesses, actually?
If you got a small business, just let us know and email us, message us, tell us in person, and we'll be more than happy to promote you right here on Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. Just like my friend Matt Nova, who I'm sure we're going to be promoting his new business next week, talking about his stuff. That'll be a whole nother conversation for next week. But so just so you guys know, let us know. We'll be more than happy to talk about you right here. Doesn't matter what you doesn't matter what you do. There's some things we're not going to sell on. Yeah. But anyway, let us know. Chris, I'm good. You good?
I'm good. Let's do this.
Well, that's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you try, if sometimes the ballerina you love just turns into a vampire, maybe you should just go for an ape instead. Have a good day.